So I made a video on YouTube last week talking about the housing market shift and it exploded. You guys loved it, random people loved it, whoever clicked on it by accident loved it, everyone loved it, and it got thousands and thousands of views. I think it's pushing to almost 40,000 views right now. So thank you all for that and for the support on that. But in that video, I had a comment, and that comment really triggered my mind. It made me, how can this person say this? They said, I'm just gonna paraphrase what they said because this is basically what it meant, is I'm not gonna believe you until you show me proof of what it is you're talking about with these houses reducing their prices. Because I said in the video, I'm starting to see a lot of houses doing price reductions. So he was like, I love what you're saying. But the problem is, that's just talk. I want you to show me that that's actually happening. I guess what I shared in the video didn't convince that person enough. Now, we got thousands of likes on that video. We got almost a couple hundred comments on that video. So that one comment really triggered me. So I'm like, okay, if he doesn't want to believe what I'm saying because he just stumbled across this video, that's cool. So this video is answering to him and then sharing with all of you why the housing market is taking a turn. Guys, please don't forget, if you get any value from this video, to hit that like button. It pumps up this video to other people like you, and it motivates me to keep coming and bringing more to you. Anyways, let's get started. I'm a real estate agent, 24/7, 365. I do it every day. I got my hand on the pulse of the market. I feel when it shifts. I feel when I can't sell my client's house. I feel when I can negotiate more on a purchase for a client. And I also feel when the market is getting kind of sketchy. And when I say sketchy, I mean uncertain, I mean not safe, I mean chaotic. And guys, let's be real with each other. These last couple of months, maybe I could even say an entire year, the housing market has literally been in a housing market crisis. People can't buy houses anymore. You're talking about the day it's listed, it's already sold. You're talking about when you want to put an offer, there's already 20 other offers you're competing with. You're talking about you got to waive inspections, waive appraisals, waive contingencies, put a higher down payment, maybe pay cash. You got to go broke. You got to go look for money to make the deal happen because you fell in love with that home. But the problem is 20 other people also fell in love with that home. So you're watching this video so stressed. You can't wait until the housing market possibly crashes. You don't want it to just go down 1%, 5%. You're like, it went up 20, 30%. So going down 1%, 5%, even 10% is not going to motivate you. You want it to go down, down, down. If I'm being honest with you, I'm just saying how it is. That's what you want. And that's okay. Because you just want to buy a house for your family. Because you just want to move and stop renting. Because you want to live that American dream of owning a house. And this market hasn't been helping with that whatsoever. I'm based in Dallas, Texas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've been doing real estate for over 6 years, tapping into 7 years. I started real estate when I had, the second that I was able to, on papers is when I started real estate, if you know what I mean. And I've been doing it and I've been seeing, now I do a ton of commercial real estate. I also do residential real estate. And what we're seeing right now, guys, is a shift. A clear shift. I am seeing, and the houses that I'm telling you that are reducing in price, I'm going to have these pop up on the screens for you guys as I share with you this stuff and as I let you know that there are price reductions happening in my area specifically. You're talking not that far away from each other, 1, 2, 3 mile radius in a certain zip code, just a zip code, in a certain pocket. You're getting within a week, 7 days, if not less, over 10 houses price reducing. All right? You didn't see that a month ago. Like that, the housing market shifts. Like that. It goes quick and it moves quick. And you can sleep with a seller's market, wake up with a buyer's market. It's crazy and it's happening fast. Now, right now, the market is still hot in certain areas. You might be watching this and saying, I'm in Seattle, it's booming. I'm in California in a specific pocket, it's booming. I'm over here in the Austin, Texas area, it's booming. Dallas, Texas area, it's booming. Florida, it's booming. I understand. But everything was booming at one point. Right now, not everything is booming. Right now, there are price reductions happening. Right now, houses are taking longer to sell. Right now, there is not what was happening a month ago. Things are changing. And for you, that is extremely good news because you've been waiting. You've been stressing. You've been wanting house prices to go down, and that's what we're seeing happening right now. Right now, if I go with a client who wants to buy a house, I'm negotiating. You have a shot, number one, to get it at least at asking price, which a month ago wasn't even possible. It's either you're paying over asking price or you're not getting it. And in fact, you also have a shot to get the house for less than what they're asking. Guys, we came, and let's be honest with each other. You can comment below and talk to me, chat with me, tell me what you're feeling and what you're thinking, but let's be honest with each other right now. If you own a house and you thought of a number in your head, that's what you listed it at. And surprisingly enough, it would sell for that, if not more. Right or wrong? And that's the market that we've been in, is the sellers think of a sales price, they list it at that sales price, they sell. So now we're seeing more sellers going on the market and on the market and on the market. And some sellers, they're like, the market seems like it might be shifting. Let me quickly cash out as much as I can on my house. Let me quickly sell my house. Let me quickly get as much as I can from this market right now. And that's what's happening. And they're just listing out whatever price. And the buyers are getting smarter. This is frontline report, guys, from me. Boots on the ground, doing this every single day. Buyers are getting smarter. Buyers are saying that they're not going to pay these premiums. Buyers are saying, we're going to chill a little bit. This isn't going to last. They woke up. During the pandemic, everybody was chaotic and scared and panicking. Nobody knew what's happening in the world. Right now, as things kind of eased up, they're waking up and realizing this house isn't worth no 700 grand. 550 grand is what they paid in 2018. They're trying to make 150 grand in less than 3 years. What's the percentage on that? Comment below if you can know it that quick. Use a calculator, do something, comment a percentage. If you paid 550 and you sell for 700, how much percent did your property appreciate? And don't come say with closing fees and this, we don't care about that. We're talking about straight appreciation. That's the true value. Closing costs are just added expenses. This is what we're dealing with in this market. I'm seeing houses going on the market. I kid you not. They're worth 550. They're listing them for 689,000. I just saw one as I was about to make this video. I literally got an alert saying house for sale, 689,000. I open it and I'm like, what? This? 700 grand almost? Guys, if you're not in Dallas, Texas, you gotta realize that a $700,000 house in 2017, 2018, 2019, you're talking bang. You're talking big. You're talking updated. You're talking large lot. You're talking pool. You're talking custom. Now I'm looking at a $700,000. I'm like, what in the world is this? Over $500,000 in Texas. Dallas, Texas specifically. I love talking about only where I'm at. You would get a lot for paying $500,000. Now we're looking at brand new builds going for $480,000. They're like 2,100 square feet. And I'm like, what's going on? What's affordable right now? That's not an affordable number. $500,000 is not an affordable number. Affordable housing was 200 grand, 250 grand, if max. We used to be able to get brand new construction in the Dallas, Texas area for 250 grand. Like nothing. So we're talking low interest rates, little supply. Yeah, we understand the market's going to be hot, but not this hot. Not so hot that you kick out such a huge market of first-time home buyers. You kick out such a huge market of graduates who've been working for 5, 6, 7 years, who've saved up money only to realize they can't even buy a house. Only to realize they got to pay 50 grand over if they're going to want to compete with buying this property that they love. So yes, we are in a housing market shift. It's black and white. I'm sharing with you what I see. I'm sharing with you what I deal with. I'm sharing with you the contracts and the deals that I got going on the buy, on the sell side, residential. I also do commercial. I got over 500,000 square feet of commercial leasable space that we help lease out, that we represent tenants, we represent landlords, we represent buyers and sellers in the commercial world. And that might not relate to residential real estate, but they somewhat correlate because residential and commercial have been doing very well. Commercial, specifically industrial, multifamily, retail got very hit by the pandemic, but it's picking up. So you're talking hot in both aspects. And when you're talking about commercial being hot and residential being hot, and you just in a hot market, it's artificially pumped by these stimulus money, by these stimulus packages. And artificially pumped doesn't last. Put in $5 trillion almost in the markets, something's got to move, right? And it's got to move up. Don't bet against the feds. They'll keep printing. Don't bet against the markets or the governments because they'll keep floating. We also know, and I also made a video about the eviction moratorium expiring at the end of July 31st. What happens when over 10 million people have the potential to be evicted from their homes and they got to re-rent? They got to go find a new place. The landlords are fed up and they just want to sell their property, or the landlords want to re-rent, but they're going to vet so strongly the new tenants that want to come in. The market's going to be very, very sketchy, very, very uncertain. Which direction it's going to go, we don't know. But right now, if you've been waiting, that's great. Have your money saved. Have your pre-approval letter ready. And be aggressive when you find the house that you want, and don't be too desperate. Take a step back and get it if the deal makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, chill. You lose nothing. What you win, though, is patience. What you win, though, is a market shifting for you as a buyer. You don't want to be buying in a seller's market. Now, everybody's different. For me personally, I purchased my house in a seller's market last December 2020, seller's market. But I did it because, like I share in my videos, you have to look at your finances, you have to look at your position, you got to look at your leases that you're in right now, you got to look at your life, you got to look at your family. There's a million reasons. And I don't look at a house as an investment. This is arguable by many people. I look at it as something I'm going to enjoy. So if I love the house and I spend $1 million more than it's worth, I don't care. As long as I love it and I'm happy with it and I'm happy with the price I paid, I don't care. The last thing I look at for my personal house is as an investment. You can say that's stupid, and I can agree with you, it's stupid, but everybody's got their preference, right? I can spend my money on dumb things, you can spend it on dumb things, but you might not look at them as dumb. I might not look at them as dumb, and you can use your money how you want. So buying in a seller's market is never the best thing to do. Even though I did it, I'm sharing with you what's real. It's never the best thing to do, but everybody's got their own circumstances. So for you right now, who's been waiting, there's a housing market shift happening. Good news for you. Be ready, be aggressive, and don't be desperate, and start throwing a little less on the asking price. Start scoping and hunting and paying more attention. There's a shift happening. Whether it's going to happen in 6 months, in a year, it's going to get bigger and better for you, or it happens within the next couple of weeks, it's all beneficial for you as a buyer. Keep in mind, I slept one night and it was a seller's market. I woke up the next day seeing price reductions happening. I woke up the next day seeing back on the market multiple houses that went in escrow a month, 2 months ago are now falling out of escrow, meaning they're now dead deals and they got to remarket them and relist them. So guys, this is me freestyling for you. This is me giving you guys how it is and what it is, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So for all of those who are looking to buy, great news. You can take a breather. The housing market is 100% cooling down. Specific pockets, but it'll soon expand. There's so much supply chain shortages that are being picked back up. Lumber costs are coming down. I think they already dropped 50% lumber futures, and there's a lot of opportunity going to come. Hang tight, be patient, and as always, keep watching the videos that I put out. I upload 3 times a week. Hit that subscribe, and most importantly, if you got any value, you smiled, you got content from this that you enjoyed, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It supports the channel. And much love to you all. Be safe, guys, and I'll see you all later. I'm out.